Hello! I'm sorry for missing yesterday, but what a freaking day. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer. That is me. You are my fam. I am here every weekday, Monday through Friday at the same time, 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific, giving you hot topics like only I can. And today, we are talking a lot. It's a great show today. If you can, please consider becoming a member of my channel, like Becky. Not only does your membership greatly support, but you get a cute little badge like Dee Morrison's and Dion's. And in addition to a badge, you also get to chat live with me during all of my premieres, because all of my Hot Topics shows at 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific every weekday are member-only mode. For me and Ryan to chat with me, everybody can watch and everybody can comment as soon as the premiere is over, but the live stream is member-only mode. So let's do this. I have switched it. And like yesterday, I was not able to do my regularly scheduled live because Blake Lively's legal team was filing motion after motion and letter and sanction and this and compel and blah, blah, blah. And oh my freaking God. I'm still in a little bit of disbelief yesterday. Also, if you watched the video that I shared just before this one, I have a little update for you all. I made a mistake in my recently filed letter with the judge where I told him I think he's biased. I read it, it didn't click right away. I stupidly said that he was biased in favor of the defendant. What I meant was he's biased in favor of the plaintiff, in favor of Blake Lively. So here's a little update. After I realized my mistake while making my video from earlier today, I went ahead and I gave the judge a little correction. I sent over an update. I said, "Dear Judge," I don't think I said dear, but I just said, "I want to set the record straight. I made a mistake. If it gets docketed, I'll read that to you." It's become such a show, and I love it. I am purposefully filing as many letters and motions as possible because I can. And I love it because this is a high-profile case and people are paying attention to that docket. And Blake Lively made me a part of this. She dragged me into this mess, me, a non-party or third party, whatever you want to call it, with her legally unsound and unenforceable subpoena. Diane! Bless you, Diane. Let's hear it for Diane. Oh, let's give the girl a chance. Oh, maybe she's no Romeo. Thank you, Diane. Anyways, I hope, oh God, I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud. I hope Blake Lively does not withdraw her subpoena against me anytime soon, because I think if she were to withdraw the subpoena, then that would be a way to muzzle me. But while I am still a subpoenaed party fighting the subpoena, I have every right to correct the record, to call out lies about me like I did earlier today. I also sent, today's letter was my second. I sent a letter late last night, like after midnight Eastern time this morning. And I asked for sanctions against Blake Lively's lawyer for lying about me yesterday, for saying that I made a video claiming, oh my God, that just came out of my mouth. For making a video claiming that I got information from Justin Baldoni's lawyer. I never said that. That's a lie. But that's exactly what Blake Lively's lawyer told the judge yesterday. What I said in my video was that I got information from Team Baldoni. That could be anyone whom I deem to be credible and worthy of that designation. Anybody whom I believe knows what's up and gives me verifiable information. So I set the record straight on that as well. So perhaps today or tomorrow or sometime this week, there will be 2 more filings from me. I love it. All right, let's keep it moving. Since I was off yesterday, thank you for understanding. I told you all that docket was exploding. Since I was off yesterday, we've got a lot to catch up on. And today's show, I think, is going to be extra long. So hopefully you join me for the ride. And if you can, while you're watching, everybody is appreciated, even those who cannot become members, because I get it, times are tough. Please hit that like button and share this video and keep watching. Even if you've got other things to do, just keep watching. The longer people watch, the more that YouTube pushes my live out to other folks, and I want people watching, all right? So I saw this trending, and I'm trying to process what I think. I think I know what I think. So Travis Barker, Kourtney Kardashian's husband and baby daddy, has been getting a lot of criticism for liking a picture, a bikini photo of his son's girlfriend. He is, how old is he? Like 48, 49? Wait, how old is he? Let me see. I think Travis Barker's right around he's 49. I was close. Travis Barker's 49. And his son Landon is dating a model. And she shared this one image of her in a bikini. Let me show it. Banging, right? But look at that. Travis liked it. And people are making a big deal about this. I don't know. I think it is not a big deal, but I also think it's weird. Does that make sense? Oh, thank you, Becky. I'm not getting paid, but, we do get invited to a lot of these things, so it's nice to go for free, but I would love to get paid also. Exactly me. I'm not reading into it. Like, I still think that Travis Barker loves Kourtney, but I don't think I would not have liked that. That's weird. I would not have liked that. All right. In other news, I just was so sad when I saw this, even though I don't know this actor. I've not seen him in anything. But I am an empath, and I've got a big heart. And this really tugged my strings. This South Korean actor named Yong Q passed away yesterday. He was just 52 years young. He was found deceased in a car. he was recently arrested for drunk driving. And, South Korea holds their celebrities to a really high standard. Like they're expected to be perfect. Those K-pop idols and even the actors as well. So it's unclear what happened, but sad. I just wanted to mention that and just to send love to everybody. Everybody is deserving of love. Sometimes we need to hear that. I send love your way. Like, I'm going to be real vulnerable right now. I'm happy. I'm grateful. And I often feel like a hamster in a spinning wheel. Like, that's what I feel like my life is most of the time. And that makes me sad. I like being busy. I don't, and I'm not against working hard, but feeling like my normal state of being most of the time is a hamster in a spinning wheel. That makes me depressed. So let me have some more caffeine. All right, let's quickly lighten the mood. I don't think anybody's clamoring for this, but I could be wrong. Harry Potter, the franchise, is getting a new Harry Potter audio show. What's the frickin' point? What's the point of this? They're already making a Harry Potter TV show where they're young kids, and I think it's inspired by the books, but now they want to make an audio version only? Why? Just watch the show or listen to it. I don't know. This just seems so dumb. The difference in an audiobook, Ryan, is I believe they'll be, reading. There'll be a narrator and somebody who actually is like it's as if you're reading the book. One of the actors who's going to star in the new TV show is also going to play the same part in the audio version. Annabelle Stanton is her name. She's playing Hermione. And they did get some notable names. Hugh Laurie will play Dumbledore. Remember him from House? Riz Ahmed will be playing Professor Snape. And those were the only big names that I recognized. I would love to do that kind of work. I would love to do any work. Sign me up. I was a Harry Potter fan, but I'm just not a fan of a big time investment. I don't have the time. God, right now I'm seeing all my friends going on vacations, and it's weird. I've basically done staycations here, for 2 weeks. First, I took my 2 kids to do something every day for 8 days when grandma was in Miami with my middle child. Then they got back and I went out and I did a bunch of stuff with all my kids and my sister and my niece. But I guess it's natural to see your friends. Oh, I'm in Spain. I'm in Portugal. I'm in Italy. And wishing, you could be there also. Do I still hang with Paris? No. But I really am proud of who she's blossomed into. Is my Spain trip still happening? I would say it's not been canceled, but not a single person has signed up. Let's be honest. So the likelihood of that happening is slim to none. Not even slim. The likelihood of that actually happening is none. It's all good. Track and field star Shakari Richardson was arrested recently at the airport for DV. Ay, ay, ay. She was seen by the arresting police officer at the Seattle Tacoma airport being abusive to her boyfriend. The police report said that an officer was notified by a TSA supervisor of a disturbance between Shakari Richardson and her boyfriend, a fellow track and field star, sprinter Christian Coleman. She had just competed in the track and field championships in Eugene, Oregon. Crazy. The officer reviewed camera footage and observed Richardson, Shakari, reach out with her left arm and grab Coleman's backpack and yank it away. Richardson then appeared to get in Coleman's way, with Coleman trying to step around her. Coleman was shoved into a wall. The report later said that Shakari later appeared to throw an item at her boyfriend, which the TSA indicated may have been headphones. In the police report, the officer said, "I was told Coleman did not want to participate any further in the investigation and declined to be a victim." Ay, ay, ay. Hey, Anna Marie. Well, her boyfriend released a statement now defending her. Drama. All right, let's keep it moving. For all of you fans of Fox News, there is a new Fox News streaming service that's about to launch. If you want even more Fox, get Fox One for $19.99. That's expensive. Jesus. But I guess it's smart. It's smart. You know, cable's kind of dying, right? Let me make it a little bit colder because I am hot in here. It's that coffee. Okay. This I felt compelled to share because we're on to our wacky news for the day. Actor Taylor Kitsch says that he once pooped his pants before an audition, but still went. He once lost control of his bowels after a particularly strong cup of coffee minutes before he was supposed to try out for a role. Taylor Kitsch didn't make it to the bathroom in time, but that did not stop him from making it to the audition. He couldn't recall the project in question. He says, quote, I was in LA living out of my car. Wow. And I would get all these crazy auditions, like 4 in a day. And I needed a strong coffee. And I'm having it driving to the audition. I'm sitting in the waiting room just like this, and I crap myself. No joke. And the bathroom door is right there. And I'm like, oh my God. I threw my underwear in the garbage can, came back out and waited, and did not get the job. I love that. That's relatable. I mean, who hasn't crapped themselves? I have. Thankfully, it doesn't happen often. Maybe like once every few years. Not even. The last time it happened was a few years ago. Anyways, TMI. Cheers. Also, speaking of TMI and wacky, Calvin Harris is a first-time father, and his wife welcomed their child, a boy, home with a water birth at home, and he got the placenta, dehydrated it, and then turned it into pills. I'm afraid to show you all of this because it's pretty graphic. I don't want YouTube flagging it, but if you want to see, I don't think I've ever seen a placenta before. I'm looking at it right now. It's bonkers. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like a heart, like a giant heart. I think one of the Kardashians did that, Diane, yeah. Is that normal now, Ryan? Or is it just normal for celebrities? I don't know if normal people are doing this. I mean, I don't know if it's weird or not, but I don't know. God, I want to show you the pictures. I'm too nervous to show you the pictures. Even like dehydrating it, it looks like, it's so weird. Like it looks like chunks of flesh in the dehydrator. It's so crazy. Like chunks of meat. I can show you a picture of the end result. He turned it into these pills. So you can go to Calvin Harris's I to the G and see the rest if you want. Well, it definitely looks like that, Dawn. All right, even more wacky news. Remember Jim Acosta? He was a longtime journalist with CNN, and he just interviewed an AI person. He just interviewed a fake person. Jim Acosta has a new show on social media, and he chatted with an AI representation of one of the Parkland shooting victims, Joaquin Oliver. Remember that awful tragedy, the Parkland school shooting? His parents want to do this for, their work against gun violence. And I don't know. I think it's weird for a respected journalist to be interviewing AI, like a fake person. That's weird. All right, a big update. We now have the official cause of death for Ozzy Osbourne, who passed away a week and a half or so ago, almost 2 weeks ago, of a heart attack. The death certificate listed, quote, out of hospital cardiac arrest and acute myocardial infarction. Parkinson's disease with autonomic dysfunction and coronary artery disease were also listed as joint causes. So it seems that he had some heart issues that nobody knew about. Right? Coronary artery disease. I mean, maybe, obviously, I'm guessing he might have known and his family knew, but we just knew about the Parkinson's. Or at least, I don't know, maybe he'd spoken about it before. I was not aware that Ozzy also had heart issues. God, I keep thinking about my age so much and about getting old. It's weird. I was totally fine, but only this year, after turning 47, because it's like, wow, now I'm like really close to 50. It's just crazy. It feels like just yesterday I was in my 20s. Because it was. Just yesterday I was in my 20s. Anyways, sending all of the love to Ozzy's family. All right. Remember how last year Donald Trump said he hates Taylor Swift? Well, Stormy Daniels' former fling just reiterated that statement. He took to his Truth Social to talk about Sydney Sweeney and how he loves Sydney Sweeney now that he found out she's a registered Republican. And then he also contrasted that. He said, go get him, Sydney. And then he said, or just look at woke singer Taylor Swift. Ever since I alerted the world as to what she was by saying on Truth that I can't stand her. Hate. This is what he says. Hate. He literally said that I can't stand her. Parentheses, hate. She was booed out of the Super Bowl and became no longer hot. The tide has seriously turned. Being woke is for losers. Being Republican is what you want to be. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Excuse me. Crazy. Speaking of Donald Trump and that ad, American Eagle, who put out that ad with Sydney Sweeney, their stock has actually risen after Donald Trump praised the company's denim ad featuring Sydney Sweeney. Also, speaking of Trump, he, in a very unusual, and I don't know if it will be contested, move, Donald Trump plans to personally oversee the 2028 Summer Olympic Games in Los Angeles. Trump announced that he will lead a task force on the games amid tensions between the city and the White House. And he is in charge of this task force. And actually, it seems like there won't be any contesting between the organizers and Donald Trump. The organizers of the Olympic Games in Los Angeles are on board with this. The chairperson and president of LA 28, who's organizing the Los Angeles Summer Olympic Games, says in a statement, "On behalf of LA 28, I want to express our deep appreciation to President Trump and his administration for their leadership and unwavering support as..." I don't even want to read it. Everybody is kissing the ring. And I guess that's smart. I guess that's smart. That's how you have to behave with Donald Trump if you want to get stuff done. I guess. I don't know. I don't know if I would kiss the ring. Crazy. Crazy for lying and crazy for trying. Speaking of Donald Trump and MAGA, God, I gotta shout out this one creator who put together a panel discussion between Laverne Cox and other members of the queer community, and it was actually an exclusively Black space. Black LGBT people, creators, mainly, and a lot of Black trans women were on this YouTube video that I just watched, and it was long. It was over 2 hours and 20 minutes. And they were all talking about Laverne and her revelation that she dated for over 3 years this MAGA New York City police officer. And I thought it was really awesome of Laverne to put herself in that space and take a tongue lashing repeatedly from all of these other people. It was very smart. And it was very compelling to watch. So if any of you are bored, it's called Olay and Friends. That's the name of the show. The headline of the video is Laverne Cox dated a MAGA cop. Let's talk about it. All right. Let's also talk about Jessica Biel, Justin Timberlake's wife, upsetting a lot of folks with her comments about fast food. Have any of you seen this? In a new interview, Jessica Biel says that she refuses to take her children to McDonald's. She says, "I'm like, sorry guys, I'm not doing it. They don't get McDonald's. I just feel like I don't know what's going on with the quality of that food. It's stuff like that I'm like, no, we're not. Let's go have a great burger and fries at a fancy place. I'd rather pay more for you to have something fancy than something like that. I guess I'm not crazy rigid and strict, but that would be something that, like, if they asked me for, I would just be like, next place, next down the line." Very elitist. Very gross. And the way she talked about it, she didn't talk about, oh, let's go to a healthier place where I know they have quality meat, organic meat, or this or that. She talked about it, oh, let me go to a fancy place. I'd rather get you a fancy burger. Like, ew, that's gross. Sorry, not sorry. That's gross. But what are we going to expect? She's been married to Justin Timberlake for a long time. She's been famous a long time. Most of these celebrities are out of touch and icky in many ways. Maybe not most, but a lot of them. Speaking of being famous for a very long time, George Clooney is talking about criticism that he's gotten that he only ever plays himself on screen. Clooney says, "Do people say that I only play myself? I don't give a shh. There aren't that many guys in my age group that are allowed to do both broad comedies like Oh Brother and then do Michael Clayton or Syriana. So if that means I'm playing myself all the time, I don't give a shh. Have you ever tried playing yourself? It's hard to do." Actually, I have tried playing myself many times, and he's right. He is right. Playing yourself is hard to do. Also, is anybody watching right now from the South? You know, like Tennessee, Georgia, West Virginia. West Virginia is the South, right? Mississippi, Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina. This headline really got my attention. Mama June's daughter, Pumpkin, started dating her ex's cousin after divorce. That's pretty common down in the South, isn't it? I don't know. Spread your wings and prepare to fly, 'cause you have become a butterfly. Keeping it in the family for real. Okay, let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Lil Tay. Remember her? She was that potty mouth young child who went viral on social media many years ago for having a potty mouth and getting into drama with Bad Baby and Whoa Vicky. Well, Lil Tay just turned 18 years old. And you know how she celebrated? By starting an O to the F account. And leaning into the whole barely legal thing. It's so gross. Like, she mentioned that so many times. Super creepy. Like, her mother is to blame for enabling this. But she shared some receipts, and she claims that in 24 hours, she made $1 million+ dollars. Over $1 million in 24 hours. 480,000 plus just from private messages. Crazy. I would be ashamed and embarrassed if that were my child. But thankfully, it's not. All right, some Beyonce news. Beyonce continues to spark fan theories that her next album, Act 3, is going to be a rock and roll album after arriving on a horse and leaving on a motorcycle in a new Levi's ad. Very excited about that. Also, Chappell Roan fans, that is myself, says that we're probably going to have to wait a very long time for her next album. She says that her second album, her sophomore release, doesn't exist yet. Quote, there is no album, there is no collection of songs. It took me 5 years to write the first one, and it's probably going to take at least 5 to write the next. I think that's a mistake. In 5 years' time, are people still going to care as much about Chappell Roan? You know, Adele released her first 2 albums only within a span of 2 years. Then, after her second album made her a mega star, did she take a longer time? But is Chappell Roan now at the level that Adele was after Someone Like You? I don't think so. And I love Chappell Roan. In more music-related news, according to reports, Rihanna is set to tour again next year. I'll believe that when I see it. But there's talks of a residency in London next summer. I'll believe it when I see it. Also, Sam Smith is launching a residency in New York City at a theater in New York City. I think it's in Brooklyn. And it's done so well that more shows were just added, and Sam is going to be performing now in the months of October, November, and December. A very long residency. But you know what I found really interesting? I got a press release about this, and the press release from Sam Smith's record label did not use they, them pronouns. Sam Smith goes by they, them pronouns. There was no pronouns at all. There was no gender. So instead of using they, them, they just, in the press release, referred to Sam Smith by Sam. They repeated Sam's name over and over again. Sam, 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 Sam. And that's that, y'all. Today I told you this is going to be extra long. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you all so much. Have a wonderful evening, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow at 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific, okay? Mwah. Everybody can comment now. Leave a comment, hit the like button, and I love